Hey everyone, welcome to the Worship House Media video blog. I'm Luke Miller.
I'm Dale Carter. Luke, we have a cool show today. Let's talk about those videos you saw premiered in Canada. Well, yeah, you were in Canada.
I was in Canada.
At the Create Conference.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago I was at the Create Conference. We talked about it before on the video blog. Really great conference. I think they've already set up plans for 2013, so book early.
So what was it called? They did a producer spotlight. No.
Producer showcase.
Producer showcase. And so there's 3 new videos on Worship House.
Yeah,
by producers that were released there.
Yeah, 3 brand new videos that were released at the Create Conference. Welcome by Church Motion Graphics, Light in the Darkness by Media That Matters, and Gospel by Dan Stevers. All 3 really great videos. It was cool to kind of see the video for the first time and then get to hear them talk for 3 to 5 minutes about you know, how the video came about.
A little behind the scenes, and
yeah,
that's really cool. Almost like kind of like a Q&A with like you know, the producer at a independent film festival or something.
Right, yeah.
But for the church world. It's awesome. All right, so let's first talk about Welcome, which is fitting that we talk about that first because it's a video to show at your church pretty much at the first thing.
Yeah.
I actually think it can be used perfectly right after the countdown, like literally the first thing, because the very first phrases of it say, hey everyone, basically, welcome to this specific experience.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the church that I do media for, every week we start with a countdown, then immediately go into a welcome video of some sort.
Perfect.
So we'll definitely throw this one in the
I
queue.
really like the look of this one. You were telling me since you saw it at the premiere in not 3D, HD.
It was not.
It looked
3D.
really good and crisp on a big screen HD.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it has a lot of depth.
Yeah, it really uses a lot of depth of field, really bright colors. So almost our previews, because it's such a low resolution, don't really give it justice. But really good looking video. Really
it's cool.
sharp.
Actually, the background today is from a screenshot from that video. I just think it's great. It's a nice, simple welcome video that I think is really well done.
Yeah, absolutely. So check that one out by Church Motion Graphics.
Next, Light in the Darkness.
Yeah.
This one is by Media That Matters. And this is based out of the church that hosted Create. It's a Canadian producer. And Media That Matters did a great job filming this. The video is about, like the title says, light in the darkness.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of interested in how they did it as far as lighting goes, because they're dealing with a little bit of light and then a lot of light in certain parts because it's a video on light.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've been really impressed with all of Media That Matters stuff, their live action stuff. Like it's just really well shot, well lit, all those kinds of things. And yeah, I love that he's playing with the image of the different kinds of light. The video starts out with the sun's kind of going down.
Right.
And then the guy picks up the lantern, lights a match, goes into a tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a really cool interplay between light and
in the
darkness.
tunnel, there's not much light, and he's holding that lantern. So it's really interesting. I'm almost wondering how they lit it to shoot, because they surely had some other light besides the lantern, right?
I think it was just the lantern.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it may have been, but no, I think they had some other lights.
They didn't say at the Q&A?
I don't think so.
Man, I would have totally asked about the lighting. I don't know why.
That would have been
I'm
a
so
great
intrigued
question.
by the lighting on a video about light.
Well, maybe Scott Trapasso from Media That Matters can come out of the comments and explain to everybody how the video is lit.
That video is on the site now, so check it out, Light in the Darkness. And then the last one we want to talk about actually is not on the site yet. It's coming soon, from Dan Stevers, called Gospel.
Yeah, Gospel's a really cool video. It's another one more like the first, where it's animated, using computer animation.
Yeah, like After Effects.
After Effects and Cinema 4D
or whatever.
And really cool video. It tells the story of what gospel was like in the original context. So it talks about gospel actually just being a word that means news that brings joy, and about how when a battle was won, the government sent out what they called evangelists to share this good news with the villages. And so then just goes in to talk about what gospel is and what that means for us. And really cool imagery throughout the whole thing. There's times where like one item will break and turn into something else.
I really like the animation as well. And I was also going to mention, I really like the voiceover, because it takes more than just the visuals to tell the story in this. I think you really need the extra, and the voiceover is really well done as well.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the interesting things that came out of the Q&A and the producers talking about the videos is how each one of these 3 producers kind of came up with the idea separately, but then also developed the video differently. So Church Motion Graphics like is super into storyboarding and like did the whole thing, like hand drew it, and then did like just some basic images on the screen, and then so Scott Trapasso was talking about how like basically he just takes his camera and goes and shoots.
Interesting.
And then Dan was saying that he kind of does like one transition at a time. Like he knows about where the thing wants to go, but he doesn't storyboard. He doesn't do any of that.
Interesting.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure for those of you who create stuff for your own church, you probably all use different methods and that sort of thing.
That's really cool. I'm definitely interested in behind the scenes of this stuff. That was cool that you got to hear that. Hopefully the producers will comment and kind of give a little bit of insight here on the video blog. Well, we hope you check those out. Come back to the site in a couple weeks to see Dan's. Great videos on Worship House. Really love these cool, unique, non-seasonal videos that can kind of last all year. But speaking of that, don't forget to miss out on this. Don't miss out on the seasonal store.
Yeah.
Always stuff there for you. I think that's it, Luke. Let's wrap up.
All right.
Good stuff.
See you later.
And Luke has got the giggles. I don't have the giggles. I just that's gonna be hard to say my name.